Looking at how Mojang is updating Minecraft right now, we can use this and a few other examples to accurately predict what will be focused on in a Minecraft update or drop in the future. It really just depends on when they decide to make it. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. At the moment through drops, they've been adding on to existing features and mechanics that are lacking. Overworld ambience was improved through plants, some mobs, exploration and others. Chase the Skies added a little extra to transport and nether progression. The Copper Age focused on expanding the uses of copper. Mounts of Mayhem expanded on mounts and mount-related combat. And the current drop at the time of this video is updating baby models to be unique. New mob interactions and tons of bug fixes and technical changes to help future development. I won't go deep into details again, that was what the drops and updates video was for. So if you want more in-depth explanations and dives into what they've been focusing on, check out that video. With these in mind, along with the occasional new feature like the Pale Gardens, what else could we see in the game? Well, the trend, as I said before, seems to be improving areas of the game that are lacking. So let's look at what we should expect from Mojang's team in the sense of upgrades to existing features. Illagers definitely need an expansion. Mansions to start need an actual reason to be found. You could say LAs, but the more common pillager outposts offer that. So you only really have the Vex armor trim, which, as nice as it is, isn't enough to carry the whole structure. Originally, the reason was the evokers, but now their totems can be farmed through raids. I doubt they would remove the evokers from raids, which would greatly disturb a lot of the challenge for them. I would hope they don't remove the drop either. So, new magic or special items could be in order. Like the pillager outposts, mansions could have smaller buildings surrounding the area to make getting in or out a lot more difficult and challenging. Pillagers stationed outside with the vindicators, evokers, or whatever other illagers they decide to add, placed inside the main building. We also have a lot of illagers to grab from existing games. The Isolager, Enchanter, Geomancer, Windcaller, and more. If they're stationed in other Illager-related structures around the world, it could make Illager presence feel more varied. Not to mention the new challenges their mechanics could bring. Since the top side of the overworld's biomes got an ambience upgrade, maybe places like the caves or even parts of the nether could get extra particles, plants, effects, and maybe structures too. Amethyst could get a few new uses in another cave-related update or drop. More decorative blocks and particles in general to have everything move and variate a little bit more would be beneficial, just like with the effect falling leaves from trees achieve. If the mineshaft got upgraded, its size could be increased, more rooms, updated loot, and maybe the rascal could appear too. In a nether-related drop, more variation in fungus plants, ash in the basalt deltas as is shown in Minecraft dungeons, and maybe a few more piglin variants could help spice up the areas a bit more. Then again, the nether is really good, especially in comparison to what it used to be. The Nether Fortress could be upgraded alongside basic nether ambience, proper lighting, more decoration, unique mechanics, and could also bring in the wildfire. Looking at ambience, maybe the ocean could get more moving parts, plants and basic wildlife to help it feel less static. Alongside this, maybe an ocean monument upgrade, both in looks and in gameplay. Maybe the barnacle could also be added alongside a lot of oceanic wildlife. Cold biomes didn't really get as much of an enhancement in comparison to other biomes in the Spring to Life drop, so it'd be nice to see them receive similar treatment to make them feel less flat. Some of the mob vote mobs have been stated by developers, like Mark Watson, that they will come to the game, just if they fit into whatever the update's theme is. If there's another nether-themed update, for example, it'd most likely be a perfect fit for the wildfire. During Minecraft Live 2022, Jens also made a very similar statement regarding what mobs could potentially make it into spin-offs. In this case, Legends into Minecraft.
They may or may not move to other games, but it has to fit, like it has to have an opportunity essentially. Yeah. And obviously in Minecraft Legends is a legend, and many of those really special ones will probably remain a legend.
Considering the difference between older and newer structures, Mojang is bound to upgrade the Nether Fortress, so we might get the wildfire around then if they decide it fits their vision. Enchanting, in my opinion, should feel less grind focus in comparison to many other features. It could use at least a slight rework, more ways to easier guarantee specific enchants with specific setups. or nearby blocks could be an interesting one, giving the player a reason to explore the world, searching for a specific block to get that enchant. We have talked about this in a previous video on existing features with less use than the norm, so I won't go too in depth on that here. Jeb was working on a combat snapshot, changing range depending on weapons used, natural regen and hunger being revamped, shields absorbing up to a certain amount of damage, and even brand new enchantments, like cleaving, which is just sharpness for the axe. So we already know that's slowly been in the works, since as far back as 2019. So we'll get it at some point when they decide they're happy with it. Color blindness changes are also important, the changing of ore shapes, die shapes, and spawn eggs being major examples. It'd be really interesting to see the shaping differences to things like potions and enchantment books in the future, giving more parts of the game a unique visual style at the same time. The undead could be expanded on too, with dungeons once again having a lot of special variants that, with just the mobs alone, could be an entire drop. Necromancer appearing as a more powerful undead unit, casting projectiles, summoning mobs, and maybe even in their presence could let them control nearby undead, making their AI smarter and maybe even buffed, like how the agitator cyborgs do in Helldivers. I'll be honest, I included that because I wanted a reason to play Helldivers.
Love you!
Thank you, No! Other undead variants too, snowy zombies that can use snowballs to slow targets down from afar, or the sunken skeletons that use harpoon crossbows, letting their stronger arrows move faster in water. Jungle and desert pyramids could also use a little extra. Technically, desert pyramids did get a small update in the form of the extra room you can uncover, but it'd be cool to see more variants of them, or just more challenging encounters. Considering the desert pyramid's single trap isn't really a surprise after the first time. Then, finally, the one everyone knows about, it's the slime update. I'm joking, it's the end update. Everyone wants the dimension to have an overhaul similar to the Nethers, and I'm not actually going to talk about it here, as I have already made an entire dedicated video talking about Mojang's dips into end update related content and what to expect. So check that out. Another interesting update and big step towards future development for Minecraft Java is that Java uses OpenGL to render Minecraft, which was created in the 1990s. But now, to help speed up development and take a step towards vibrant visuals, Minecraft Java will slowly be making the move to run on Vulkan, the same graphics API that Baldur's Gate 3 uses. So, more massive steps there. What else should Minecraft have updated or added? Let us know in the comments. Also, super important announcement, you guys have to watch Wither King's newest video. A fully animated Echoing Void centric animation. Crazy attention to detail on the newest project. Go check it out. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching, and have a good day or night.